Hey, photographers, my friends, photography agents. That's what we're talking about today. A lot of you guys ask me, do you need a photo agent? How do you even get a photo agent? What does it mean to have an agent? This video is going to answer all of those questions. And it's actually inspired by a conversation I had on Clubhouse app. If you're not on there, you should try to get on there. It's invite only at the time of recording this video. Now on Clubhouse, I had a class with a super talented photographer named Matthew Young, and his work is up here. Please visit him and please support him. Matthew and I talked about the pros and cons of having an agent. We kind of come in from two different ends of the spectrum. I haven't had the best relationship with agencies. He has. And we're going to talk about the differences. So number one, what does a photography agent do? Number two, we're going to talk about when's a good time to get a photo agent. Number three, we're going to talk about how is an agent different than a manager, and then we're going to go on and talk about the percentage they should be getting paid, what to look for, what not to look for, when to leave an agent, when to sign with an agent, when are you ready for an agent, alternatives to getting an agent. This is more for the photographers that want to go more pro. They already are pro and they want to get to that next level. If you're a hobbyist photographer and you want to just shoot for the sake of just shooting, stay with us if you want to learn. If you don't want to really make money from photography, then maybe check out one of the other videos on the side here. So, number one, what does an agent do? This is an ongoing debate, but basically what an agent does is this. They act as a salesperson. They act as a parent sometimes and a therapist other times. And they also act as a person or a team of people who promote you. So let's add PR to that bucket, to that list also. That's a lot, right? But even still, when you're looking for an agent to expect them to get you all of the work, that's not how it works. Unfortunately, they want all the clients that you've had. Most people do. And they want to be able to commission off of that. We'll talk about the commission percentages soon. So why have one? Well, here's the thing. Some people are very good at operating a business and wearing a different hat and actually acting as an entrepreneur and then wearing a different hat and becoming a visual creative. Okay, some people don't have that skill or they don't have the time or the patience to do that. Which one is better? Doesn't matter. It's up to you. Do you really need an agent? You have to ask yourself that. Only you know that. Are you booked enough? It's going to attract them. Remember, they've got bills to pay. Remember that they are people and they have bills for their business, for their employees, for their home and their expenses and everything. Are you ready to give up that percentage? And I'll tell you the percentage in a little bit. Are you ready to give that up? Or are you okay handling it yourself? That's something you're going to have to decide. But I will say this, 9 out of 10 times, you should not be looking for an agent if your schedule is not already booked. What should really be the most authentic course of action would be this. Not for everybody, but for most people. You should be so booked that you need help managing this. You need help being managed. You should want them to handle all the business because you're booking job after job after job after job. Now I'm going to say the vast majority of photographers are not there. So I'm going to say the vast majority of photographers don't really need an agent. Do you need one? You're going to have to decide for yourself. How is an agent different than a manager? That was the other part. Well, you heard me say manage this and manage that just about a minute ago. They're kind of the same. Managers generally work with in front of the camera talent. Generally. Not every time, generally, because I swear to God, there will be that one person that says, actually, so for that one person, okay, whatever. Majority of times, photographers don't really have managers. We just have agents and we have producers, okay? So an agent kind of fits the role of both. A talent, like an actor or a singer, will have a manager and have an agent. Generally, in a perfect world, those two kind of do checks and balances on each other. Photography, not so much. It's just not the way that it's built, okay? I'm looking because I got a long list to go through, so that's why. When is it a good time to get an agent? I kind of just discussed this. This is when you're so booked you can't handle it anymore. You're so in demand. There's such a momentum against your name that it just makes sense that people are starting to pay attention and they want to hire you. Then it makes sense to bring you on. So if you're not there yet, that's okay. That doesn't mean you're less. It just means we have to keep working and keep building our brand. See, even when you do sign with an agency, they can't get you jobs if you don't have a network already built up. I have some problems with that because they should be introducing you to the networks. But on the flip side, they also have to have seen a proven track record that you are employable, that you are pleasant, that you can network, that you can be an asset on any set. They're not going to co-sign on you with their character, their reputation, if you don't have that. They're not going to waste time, and I use the word intentionally, waste their time if you don't have that momentum already built. I'm trying to cover a lot of ground, so I might be going a little bit fast. That's all right, just rewind a little bit. I'm just trying to share as much as I can with the photo community. What percentage should you pay them? Really, let's think about that, okay? While you're like trying to guess what percentage we should be doing, I would love for you to hit subscribe here or here and support this channel. For the past 4.5 years, since the time of this recording, I've dedicated about 30% of my career. I've actually turned down jobs and everything, and I wanted to help photographers do better based on my wins and my losses. And I want to make sure that we rise up together as a community. So my podcast, my TikTok, my Instagram, my Clubhouse app, my YouTube is all dedicated to helping you do better. Okay? Definitely follow this channel because you're going to learn a ton. And then when you do learn, leave me something in the comments because I want to know who I've affected and I want to see your wins. I actually want to celebrate your wins. Okay? All right. What percentage should we pay them? On the lowest end, which is incredibly rare, 10%. Very rare. Some places, they kind of go up to 25%. 30 is a little bit of a robbery situation. I don't want to pay 25%. When I was with my agent, they tried 30 and I was like, you think I'm dumb? We tried 28. I was like, no, like I've been around this block. I know what's up, okay? So we agreed on 20%. Some people might say 15%. So it could be 10%. I would really question why an agent only wants to charge 10%, but sometimes they might have their reasons, okay? So 15, 20 is really the sweet spot for getting an agent. How I had it with my agency is that I had 20% for jobs that they brought me. I had 15% for jobs that I brought them. Vast majority of jobs, I brought them. So vast majority of jobs, we just commission 15%. It just depends. You could negotiate whatever you want. Every contract that you guys go through should be negotiable. Every single contract, they expect you to negotiate it. So please do not act like you don't bring anything to the table. You are part of that table. You deserve not one seat. You deserve several seats at this damn table. Okay? They can't do this without you. They can't market anyone without you. So this is why I'm telling you, I'm so passionate about helping my creatives and using my experiences to help you guys. So with that being said, you can negotiate whatever you want. Now, the thing about negotiating with an agent or a client or anybody else is this. Nobody should ever feel like they were getting bulldozed. It should always feel like, hey, we went back and forth for a while, but we all feel good about signing on this agreement. Now, I'm going to go talk next about what makes a good agent and then what makes a bad agent. And I'll share a couple experiences without naming anybody. I want you to know that I've been with multiple agencies, some of them better than others, and I'll tell you why I left, just for full transparency. All right, number one, a good agent understands that you have momentum and they want to take that and spin it even faster. A good agent understands that they don't want to stack their roster just so that they could commission, okay? A good agent understands that they need to develop you and slowly introduce you into the market and into their contacts. A good agent understands that you don't want to tell somebody to change their style. You don't ever want to do that. A good agent understands that what you have, they need to add to it, and they should want to work harder for you. A good agent should treat this like a marriage, okay? A good agent understands, hey, I understand that this is an intimate relationship, so maybe we don't have to talk about all the agreements and the contracts right away. Maybe we could just date for a little bit, 3 months, 6 months, just work you in slowly and see how that works. A good agent does all of that. So what is a bad agent or a not so good agent for you? Well, I'm going to share some personal experiences. I've been with multiple people, some of them better than others, different places. But I will say this, I'm not afraid of my truth. And what I went through, because I want to make sure that you don't go through similar things. So here are red flag warnings for you that I want you to look out for. Okay, this is why I want you to subscribe to this channel. All right, make sure that they don't ever change your style. They could nudge you a little bit to soften you around the edges to get you ready for the commercial world. Make sure they don't change your style. That's going to kill you. That's going to literally kill your artistic soul. Okay, remember that. Make sure that they encourage you and they build upon what you already have, your momentum and your style and your contacts. And they use that as a tool and not use that as an excuse as to why they cannot book you. So is there an alternative to an agent? Yes, there is. There's an in-house producer. See, an agent will work their whole roster, multiple photographers along the way. An in-house producer can be full-time, on staff, or it could be on a project basis. An in-house producer generally only works for you at that time. So it's kind of like a partner in that you can talk back and forth, and it's a lot more internal. So they can still have the tough conversations and you can have the creative conversations. They can kind of work one and the same. Now, an in-house producer has a tougher time leveraging the way an agent can leverage. Hey, I know that you wanted this photographer, but I just want to let you know that we also signed Walid Azami, and here's Walid's work. Maybe not for this job, but keep him in mind for other jobs. An in-house producer has a tough time doing that. An agent does have that leveraging power. Now, finally, should you sign with an agency? Well, that's up to you to decide. Will I sign with an agency? I'm open to that possibility if it's the right agency and I feel that it's good and my instincts talk to me. My instincts tell me this is a good opportunity. See, the last time I did not listen to my instincts. I listened to my ego. Okay? So I hope that these helped you out. I wanted to have a very honest, transparent conversation with you. These are my personal experiences and I want to share as much as I can. Subscribe to this channel. You're going to learn a whole bunch how to make money, book clients, grow your photography business. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments down below. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up. Please support it in the algorithm. If you think it can help somebody, please share it. Watch this video if you want more marketing tips, and I will talk to you guys next time. My name is Walid Azami. My socials, all of that is linked in the description. My courses, my Lightroom presets, all that is there. All right, thank you guys. I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.